All right, so welcome to predictions. You know, all right, let me just say this is unscripted, so there's going to be a lot of stuttering and a lot of all that bullcrap. But so let's see what's coming up. So we kind of got in the way of Raw 25, which was absolutely, in my opinion, a really big disappointment. Really big disappointment. I mean, JR and King fell asleep on the announcer table. That should show you how disappointing this whole thing was. And besides, you couldn't cram everything like that into 3 hours. I mean, Austin had a great segment. Jericho had a great segment. Cena had an all right segment. Undertaker and DX had a great segment. But other than that, the show was just all right. Overall, just disappointing. But let's just let bygones be bygones. And we know Enzo Amore, his stupid, the rape allegations and all that, and it's just like this crazed woman is trying to get Enzo's career ruined, but we know he's innocent. But other than that, let's talk more positively and talk about the Royal Rumble that's coming up tomorrow, as the time of this recording, and we're gonna be making my predictions. Hopefully, most of these will be right, and then once I upload the review, which will be on a day or at Friday at the longest, we will talk a little bit about the Rumble. So let's get down. Let's gonna talk about the pre-shows first. All right. So the first match on the card is Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Grand Metalik versus TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. I don't know who to choose for this. Like I'm not like so caught up on 205 Live. Like I don't watch it very much. I don't, follow it very much. But I know that Kalisto, Lince, and Gran are starting to get a little bit hot and over because of their because of a lucha team. Like it's like a lucha stable. You know what? Let's just call it lucha things. That would actually be pretty funny. But in all seriousness, I don't know who I would predict to win the whole thing. I probably predict the team of luchas. That seems like a great way to fire up the crowd, start a great way to start the show. And then the next match is Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Revival. We already know what happened at Raw 25. The Revival got squashed by Gallows and Anderson and then destroyed by DX and, all that. But I'm sorry, checking my phone. It went off. It happens. So let's talk about that. I think the Revival should get this win. I mean, the Revival is already starting to get in the way of actually a pretty good tag team, so I pretty much think that they should win this match. All right, next match, final match on the pre-show is Bobby Roode's United States Open Challenge. I'm not sure who's going to be the one who faces Bobby Roode. I mean, if it's Dolph Ziggler, that'd actually be pretty cool, but I'm not sure about what they're doing with Dolph. I think they're going to save him for the Rumble. Maybe they'll have him fight Bobby, lose to Bobby, and then show up in the Rumble. I mean, who else is there to face him? Well, maybe Jinder Mahal, because he was the one that lost to Bobby Roode. Or did he? I'm not focused on SmackDown very much, but we'll find out tomorrow, and that takes care of the pre-show. Now let's move on to the main card, which starts off when we got the Usos versus Chad Gable and Jason Jordan in a 2 out of 3 falls match. That's probably going to steal the show, in my opinion. I mean, I know all 4 of those guys are really good wrestlers, so I think they're going to steal the show. But I guess I'm going to have to go with the Usos on this one. I mean, I would love to see Gable and Benjamin win the titles, but it's probably my nostalgia talking, but I'm a huge Shelton Benjamin fan. I've kind of always been. So eventually I hope those two gain the SmackDown tag titles, but for now, just keep them with the Usos. The Usos are hot right now. I know Jey Uso was arrested for some reason, but whatever. And then we get another tag team match, which is Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus The Bar. Let's see. I think we could keep Seth and Jason tag champs just for a little longer. Maybe by Fastlane, maybe by WrestleMania. We could have the Bar win the tag titles back, because Cesaro and Sheamus are a great tag team, and I have to admit, putting Seth and Jason together was a little bit of a. I would say it's a little bit more of I mean, it was thrown together. I mean, I know Cesaro and Sheamus was thrown together, but if you throw it, but here's the philosophy: if you're throwing it to a tag team with Cesaro just because both of you don't have anything to do, it's pretty clear you're going to be one of the most over tag teams. You know why? It's because that's the same thing that happened with Tyson Kidd, and that's exactly what happened with Sheamus. So, but I'm going to say, I would say Seth and Jason keep the titles, and then maybe the Bar wins at a WrestleMania. Oh my gosh. 2-on-1 handicap for the WWE title. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm not liking the direction they're giving Sami and Kevin. I mean, I would love to see Kevin Owens win the WWE title, and I would actually like to see Sami Zayn win, gold too, but why in a handicap match? I know they're trying to kind of bring in the indie stuff with, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn actually becoming friends instead of fighting each other, which is a really good break, to be honest, from their big feud. So I don't know who should win this. I mean, I'm just gonna go with AJ. Maybe Sami will turn his back against Kevin, and then Kevin will be brought in to maybe at WrestleMania, but I don't know. Depends on who wins the Rumble. Universal Championship match: Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar versus Kane. I really don't care about that match, and I have the feeling it's going to be Brock. It's always Brock. It's always Brock who comes out on top. And we've all heard the rumors about Roman Reigns possibly getting, dethroning Brock Lesnar of the title, and Brock Lesnar, taking another absence. But what are you guys doing, WWE? What are you doing? Like, give me something unique. I need a new guy, a fresh new guy to hold the Universal title. Brock has held that title for almost a full year. We need some, and Finn Balor still hasn't gotten his 30-day rule clause, so it's like, WWE and their stupid booking decisions. But I mean, it could be a fun match. I mean, maybe if Braun Strowman wins, I could forgive it, because trust me, Braun Strowman's pretty over. I do not see Kane winning at all. I mean, I know Kane's getting a good run, and it's great to see that Kane is starting to get a little bit more recognition in the main event scene, where he's been mostly in mid-card, lower-card stuff for the majority of a decade. So I think having Kane in this match is great. Hopefully there's some good spots. Hopefully there's a lot of carnage. All right, the Women's Rumble match. Everyone knows my pick. She is my profile pick, Asuka. She will demolish everyone. I guarantee you. There's no way that they're going to let Asuka lose. I mean, looking at the website, she's on the front of the poster with all the other women. Like you see the other women here, and then Asuka's like just front and center. So I think that Asuka's going to win this. As for surprise entrants, I mean, we had a lot of women do return for Raw 25, so we could see maybe a couple of them. I would love to see Trish Stratus. It might be a far cry to see Trish Stratus in the Rumble, but maybe. We could also see, there's also rumors of Molly Holly going to be returning. We also have rumors of Candice LeRae showing up because she recently got signed. But I have the feeling she's going to show up on NXT instead. Maybe, but I don't know. There could also be another big surprise. Triple H was in talk with Ronda Rousey. There could be Ronda Rousey could show up in the Rumble and like just break the press. But I don't think Asuka's gonna lose. If she does lose, then I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be really disappointed. And finally, we got the Men's Rumble match, and now this is where it gets a little tricky to pick a winner. There's always some rumors. There's rumors of Shinsuke Nakamura winning, which would be pretty cool, because we would see the return of. We would see not the return. We would see AJ versus Shinsuke at WrestleMania. Now, I know that won't be as good as the Wrestle Kingdom 10 match. Everyone knows that. But I personally think that they could steal the show at WrestleMania and give a good main event. If you're still going to go with Brock versus Roman, make that the main event, and the fans would be satisfied. But there's also rumors of John Cena winning. I don't see that. I mean, I'm a big Cena fan, but I don't see him winning. I mean, I see him kind of dominating in the Rumble, but not really winning the whole thing. Some people say Daniel Bryan's going to make a surprise return and win the Rumble. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's likely. And if it does, I am going to jump so high out of my chair. But then we also have surprise entrants. There's a lot of speculation for surprise entrants. NXT call-ups, like we could see Adam Cole. I mean, that would be pretty cool to see Adam Cole in there. We would probably also get to see, for a joke, maybe we could see the Velveteen Dream. Just have him show up, get eliminated quickly. I mean, I know Velveteen's pretty over in NXT, but there would just be a little bit of a comedic thing to put in the Rumble. And then people who will be signed, like, it'd be cool to see Ricochet in the Rumble, maybe. But I personally think we should keep him for NXT because I know 205 Live might ruin him. So we could keep Ricochet on NXT for a while, not have him show up in the Rumble. We also have rumors of EC3 showing up in the Rumble. I could see that. I could really see that happening because I am a big EC3 fan, so I would love it. And I would also like to see MVP in the Rumble. We did see him at Raw 25 making a cameo in APA's card game, so I think that MVP could show up at any time. It would get a massive fan response. We could also probably see Batista. He's been wanting to come back, and I think maybe they want to bring him back, but I'm not sure for what or when. But here's a question: will he be booed? That's our real question. Not if Batista shows up. The real question is, if Batista were to show up, will he be booed? Anyways, those are my Rumble predictions, and I will get the results and my reaction and my review up probably by next week, sometime next week. It probably won't be exactly on Sunday night or Monday. So, well, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for everything. So let's just hope for the best. Let's hope this Rumble's great, because the past couple of Rumbles have been pretty disappointing and or have just not been good at all. So, all right. See you later.